Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to another episode of How Long Will It Take Until My Microphone Dies? Anyway, welcome back. Today we are doing something inspired off of a creator that I follow over on Instagram called SCAREbears. I think her name is Elle or Ellie. Basically, she takes innocent little bears, chops their face off, gives them a new face, and gives them a makeover. And they're more geared towards scary looking bears, hence why it's called SCAREbears. But I had this stuffed bear for a while from a past Goodwill thrift store trip, and I was like, I'm going to customize this someday, eventually. I don't sew, I don't do anything with fabric of any sort, so this will happen eventually. And so when I saw SCAREbears, I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally perfect. And so I went out and bought another thrifted bear. So now I have two bears that I can customize and chop the face off of. So she has a reel that basically explains like her whole process of how she customizes her SCAREbears. It's actually really, really cool. And basically it's like she makes clay faces or clay masks for them, and it's very, very cool. So this is her Instagram. Make sure to go follow her. She's very, very, very cool. I love her stuff. And this is her process.
Let's make a clay face plushie. Here's our victim, a little frog. He costs $3.50, and we're going to make him beautiful. I'm just going to remove some of the face fluff so his face goes on a little flatter. And usually if they have a big face hole, I sew it in a star pattern to close it up. Now to attach the face, I use hot glue. I just kind of put it all over the face, make sure there's a lot on there so it sticks really well. And then I put an elastic around it so it's just holds it there for a little bit. And he's pretty much done.
So basically that's what I want to do to these bears. I'm going to make them a new face, and then I'm going to rip their current face off and then stick the new face on and then maybe give them a bow or something. That's my plan. And we're going to see how this goes. And I've already kind of brainstormed ideas for what these clay faces are going to look like. So I think I know what I'm doing, hopefully. So maybe I should go get my clay stuff and I'll be right back. I have my clay cutters. I also have these ones that are more Christmassy that my mom got for me. And then my clay tools that are a mess. And then the actual clay itself. Hopefully this hasn't dried out. number 1 is done. Now it's time for clay face number 2 for the brown bear, inspired by another creation that I made, which is this little plant fellow here. He doesn't have a name, but he has weird design on his head. He's a lizard or gecko or something, I don't know. But he's kind of spooky, and also he's cute, and I think it would be fun to make his face in mask form. So, that is what we're going to do for our brown bear. We are back a couple days later, and no, I don't know where this accent came from. It's just here now. It's been a couple days, and my little clay faces are dry, which I'm really happy about. I really, really like these. These are so cool. I'm gonna coat these in gesso, and then I can actually start painting them. But, you know, gesso is kind of important, so that's what we're gonna do next.
Every time I ask myself why and my heart is turned to me. Save you in my memory, save you in my memory, save you in my memory. Save you in my memory, save you in my memory. Save you in my memory.
The clay things are done, the varnish is drying on them, and that means I have to put them on the bears. I'm a little scared. Just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna start with the white one first, and basically I just have to chop the face off. I chopped the face. Here I go. Oh, my poor little bear. You take some of the face fluff out. Gosh, this looks terrifying. This is gonna sound really morbid, but the eyes are a bit too bulgy. Chop the eyes out. This poor bear does not deserve what I'm doing to it. So the next step is to take a needle and thread and kind of close up the face hole a little bit. And how SCAREbears did it was she did a star on the face of the bear. So we're gonna try that and see how this goes. Now this bear really does have no face. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then the next step is to grab the hot glue gun and warm this up, and then just hot glue the mask or clay face on top of what I had just done to the face. Because it is faceless now. I don't know what to say, but it's weird. We are trusting the process. Now that these clay pieces are attached to the face of the bears, I'm gonna give them bow ties and stuff, I guess, because that's what you do. For this one, I'm going to give him a bow tie, and then since the whole like eye creepy kind of vibes, I'm also gonna put eyeballs on the toe beams of the bear. Oh, I should have thought about making buttons that I could put on the bear that were eyes out of clay, but I don't have time for that. Actually, I think I might have clay circles already done, so we'll see about that. So I think I'll just steal these from my collection of clay things, and then it's gonna have a bow tie. I have this very large red ribbon that I'm not sure what to do with. I think I might just cut it in half and then deal with it, or I could give it a weird little shirt. Okay, I think he's fine shirtless. After much brainstorming with this stupid ribbon, I think he's fine without a shirt. And unfortunately, that is all we have time for. But don't fret. Don't you fret. Next week, I will have the part 2 of this video where you will get to see the process of me making and painting bear number 2. This was so much fun, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a fantabulous rest of your day. Bye!